Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss stability checks for retaining wall. So here the figure shows a retaining wall with a smooth back face and no surcharge. The active pressure PA acts horizontally. The front face of the wall is subjected to a passive pressure PP below the soil surface. So front face of the wall is subjected to pressure PP. Often this PP is small and therefore it may be neglected. The weight W is acting in downward direction. So the weight of W of the wall and the active pressure PA have their resultant R, which strike the base at the point D. There is an equal and opposite reaction R dash at the base between the wall and the foundation. For the convenience, this R dash is resolved into vertical and horizontal component RV dash and RH dash. The width of the base is B. So if we divide base into two halves, the point D is acting at a distance x bar from the toe, and the distance of D from the center of the base is eccentricity, that is E. So from equilibrium, for vertical forces RV dash is equal to W, and for horizontal forces RH dash is equal to PA. Taking the moment of forces about the toe, we will get RV dash into X bar equal to W into A minus PA into H by 3. Where A is the distance of center of gravity from the toe and active pressure PA is supposed to be act on the height H by 3 from the base. So X bar becomes equal to W into A minus PA into H by 3 divided by RV dash. Here the X bar is the distance between point D and toe. The eccentricity E is equal to B by 2 minus X bar, and B is the width of the base. For the safe design, the following requirements must be satisfied. The first requirement is the retaining wall should not slide, that is, no sliding condition. The wall must be safe against the sliding. That's why mu RV should be greater than RH, where RV and RH as the vertical and horizontal component of R respectively. The factor of safety against sliding is therefore given by factor of safety Fs equal to mu RV upon RH, where mu is the coefficient of friction of the base of the wall and the soil. Minimum factor of safety of 1.5 against the sliding is generally recommended. Now the second requirement is no overturning condition. The factor of safety for overturning is given by FO equal to summation of MR divided by summation of MO, where summation of MR is the sum of the resisting moment about the toe and summation of MO is the sum of overturning moment about the toe. So here weight of the retaining wall causes resisting moment and active pressure on the wall causes overturning moment. Hence FO is equal to W into A divided by PA into H by 3. The factor of safety against overturning is kept between 1.5 to 2. The third condition is no bearing capacity failure. So pressure on by the wall should not exceed the bearing capacity. The pressure caused by RV must not exceed the allowable bearing capacity of the soil. The pressure distribution at the base is assumed to be linear. The maximum pressure is given by Pmax equal to RV divided by B into 1 plus 6E upon B. The factor of safety against bearing failure is given by FB equal to QNA divided by Pmax, where QNA is allowable bearing pressure and Pmax is maximum pressure. The factor of safety of 3 is usually adopted. The fourth condition is no tension. There should not be tension at the base of the wall. When the eccentricity E is greater than B by 6, tension is developed at the heel. The tensile strength of the soil is very small and the tensile crack would develop even at a small tensile stress. Hence, the effective base area, which is supposed to carry compressive load, is reduced. In such a case, the maximum stress is given by Pmax equal to 4 by 3 into RV upon B minus 2E. Thank you.